So we're going to tighten them up, bring them around. One to go from a starter stand instantly. Give them a little wave as they come in here from 12 different states. Put on a little show for you right here, the Mod Lite Stars. Thank them for being out here at Bubba Raceway Park. Finishing off the evening for us. Bo Bass down on the inside of row number 1. Joe Isabel to the outside. Bass, one of the few Florida runners in the field here in this feature event field. As a matter of fact, looking down through, the only Florida racer, the only local runner able to make it into the field tonight is Bo's going to kick this baby off. Coming out turn number 4, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time to drop the hammer. Into the corner, already going to go 3 wide back in the field. Here comes the number 1 car, charging down the inside, 3 wide to number 3 spot. Look at this, down the back straightaway. It's a huge hornet's nest. Rolls into turn number 3 and 4. Everybody working around on the racetrack. First lap at speed out here, and we're 4 and 5 wide in the field. We got 1 around, 2 around. Down at turn number 4, and that was a lot of cars and not enough real estate. So we'll kick them around down here. Caution flag coming out on that one. A little too rambunctious getting back here to the start-finish line. So we had them stacked up right there. The 3 J car, Jeff Isabel, the Pennville New York runner, started outside row number 5, now drops to the tail of the field. One of the fast Isabel racers out here. 64 car around down here as well. So 41B car on the pole, on the point right now. Joe Isabel to the outside. Kick him loose down the front straightaway as the green flag comes out again. Last night's feature event winner, James Hill, Laurel, Delaware runner, working at number 4 spot right now. It's going to be one to watch in this one. See if he can double it up for us as we got a big charge coming out of the field. Here comes the 95 car. Andy Shirley working the top shelf on the racetracks. We got 2 of them tangled up, and around they go. Spin to avoid for the 20 car, Brandon Shaw right there. But unfortunately, lo and behold, the 3 J cars once again engaged in conflict down there. Jeff Isabel applying a little character right there. Get them rolling. As the pace will quicken down turn number 3 and 4 once again. The green flies and the hammers drop. You got to watch James Hill working from the outside of row number 2 right up to the back bumper right now. The 6 J car, Joe Isabel's down the back straightaway. Those 3 cars go. Hill's got a plan. It's going to involve a lot of run deep into turn number 3 right now as he is looking around the outside. 23 car down the inside there. Jeff Teeters jacks it, cracks it 3 wide for the number 2 spot there momentarily. Teeters squirts on through, and here comes James Hill back on the attack, looking around the outside. The 1 car out to the cushion. We'll drop the nose and grab a little gravity. Oh, right down in front of Bo Bass in the 41 car as Bass got spun around. We collected a few of them down in turn number 4, and that is like no man's land down there. And again, let's review the layout of this racetrack. Turn number 1 and 2, very sweeping onto the back straightaway. Long curve back straight, and you can run her hard down in there and sweep into turn number 3. Turn number 4 is a direct hairpin turn. I mean, you got to slam on the brakes and bring the nose out around. You saw the sprint cars swinging out to the wall and almost engaging that with that right rear tire. Well, these little guys get down there and drop off the banking. And so nose to tail. Joe Isabel on the point right now. 23 car of Jeff Teeters right there. Josh May worked his way up into a top 5 finish last night from 17th starting spots. Here comes the green flag, and we're underway. A lot of cars down in turn number 1 and 2, 2 wide, even a little 3 wide action there. Tail of the fields, they're starting to get themselves settled down just a smidge. Roller into turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway. And man, 6 car of Joe Isabel's got himself rocked back on the haunches right now. There's your 3 wide action rolling out turn number 4 and down the front chute. Plenty of real estate that time. They got themselves spaced out just a little bit widthwise across the racetrack. And hustling hard, trying to make their way back up through the field. A lot of fast cars starting at the tail right now after that last caution. Is up front, Joe Isabel continues to pour the coal to it. Holds an advantage over the 23 of Teeters running second on the field. Josh May third, and then you got a bit of a gap to get back to the number 10 car, Kenny Meadows. So he is fourth as we got a spinner. We're trying to keep it gassed up. Caution flag came out and he was able to keep it rolling right there. So unfortunately, caution flag catching us. So that'll put 99 T-car, Tyler Riggs, new Matamoros, Ohio runner, getting a tail of the field call on that. Questionable driving for the 99 T-car. The one to watch will come on strong, Rod Jones. Sitting about mid-pack right now after an 18th starting position. Here comes the green flag. We're cutting them loose. As Teeters goes to the top shelf, down at turn number 1 and 2, trying to make some hay. Coming down the back straightaway, carry as much momentum as possible into turn number 3 and 4. See if he can run down your race leader. Meanwhile, catfishing around the bottom comes Joe Isabel out of turn number 4. Hanging on to it for now. May shuffle back in third. Little change up back here coming. And at number 4 spot, as the 10 car's got it, Kenny Meadows, he's going to give up that position. Down the back straightaway, the number 5 car slides in there. Rolling out of the corner. Able to clear him right there with the number 5 J car, Sterling Miller, who had started back in the number 19 spot as we got a caution flag out for one around down at turn number 4. So set to go back to green up front for Isabel, your race leader. Holding him up, starts her at the cone exactly where he's supposed to, and man, that thing fires out of a cannon coming out of the corner right there. Pulled a couple car lengths on Jeff Teeters, who goes back to the top shelf. One of the few guys dabbling around in that real estate, and he likes it. Definitely has got a taste for the top side right there for the 23 T car. He'll drop down to the inside at the tire coming out turn number 4. Josh May watching on from third position. Behind him, the 5J is Sterling Miller trying to make it happen. As Miller working out of turn number 2, and the caution flag comes out. And unfortunately, we got another one around down here, and I believe that's the 34 N car. Josh Baldwin, which I think we're going to find out. This green flag set to fly again. 14 laps remain, 6 laps scored into books, and away we go. Looking around the outside of Meadows comes White, the 34 car. Meanwhile, Teeters has got his hands full with Josh down on the inside. May working tight to the tires out. Turn number 2 and down the back straightaways. Teeters continues that quest to bring her in on the top side down. Turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. He's fast. There's no doubt about it. Just not quite quick enough to get himself around. Joe Isabel's back behind. A little more 2-wide action taking place. Meadows takes that spot back away from Russ White. The 34 car will shuffle him back into the number 6 spot again. So Meadows took him a lap to get gassed up, but he's definitely coming, as is a 17S of Corey Sauerman now. Sauerman's car starting to come to life back behind. That's your battle taking place on the racetrack. It's a little back behind the top 4 as they have separated. And head down the back straightaway. 5J car right there, Sterling Miller. Working just back behind Josh May, separates away from the 10 car. Kenny Meadows is up front. Teeters is there as a caution flag comes out. 13 car around down turn number 4 this time. Turn number 4 is just their nemesis. Jason Dye. Cut him loose and away we go. Knoxville, Tennessee runner Russ White's got himself hung out to the outside right now, trying to get a run on Meadows out turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. And there's the velocity. He's able to pick him off, but Meadows is going to take him deep into the corner. And that battle taking place for 4th on the field, or 5th rather on the field. As up front, Teeters. Again, it goes to the top shelf of the 23 T car out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. He's got a pretty good run this time. Might be able to pick off the 6J car. He's got to transfer that onto the front straightaway. Teeters down to the back bumper of the 6J car. But man, as Isabel got a good dig coming out turn number 4, able to keep himself out of his clutches as the cross flags are out. We are halfway through. 10 laps scored into books, 10 laps to go. As Teeters, a big run down there as a caution flag comes out. Well, that's the answer to that question. Russ White around on the front straightaway. That was the one I talked about. So apparently I do have the power of the heebie-jeebie. So if you have an ex-wife you'd like me to take care of, let me know. So here we go. See if we can finish this baby off. Everybody hugging down on the inside here on this restart. Single file restart. Teeters to the outside. It took him about 3 laps the last time to find a velocity. This time it happens very quickly, as he has got something. Jeff down into turn number 3 and 4 has got the race lead, rolling out of the front straightaway. Man, he made that look easy. Just kind of flexed these muscles a little bit and powered around there. It's a challenge now for the number 4 spot on the racetrack. Here comes the number 10 of Kenny Meadows. Meadows got the go sign from the pits. Apparently, he works his way to the outside of Sterling Miller. Miller quickly back down the inside. Will slice it back up across. Meadows has to work the middle of the racetrack onto the front straightaway. Lets it swing out wide. Gives up about 3 or 4 car lengths down to front chute. He's back behind the number 17 car right there as well. Corey Sauerman locked in a little bit of a tussle himself, just a little deeper in the field with the 3J car, who incidentally, Jeff Isabel had gone all the way to the tail of the field, minded his P's and Q's, and now he is headed back towards the front again. As Jeff and Joe Isabel, the runners coming out of New York, are definitely contenders. There's no doubt about it. It's got a long way to go. It's up front, a huge cloud of smoke coming out of the 23T car right there. As Teeters heads up high on the racetrack. Not exactly sure what that was, and I hope it was tire smoke coming off the 23T car, but regardless, that was massive. That last time coming out turn number 4, caught it out of the corner behind. It looked like a fog had set in on us. This time, not so much, as Teeters stays on the gas. Joe Isabel shuffle back to second on the field right now. Trails by a bunch with Josh May, the 99 car there as well, as the caution flag comes out. We got one around in turn number 4. We'll stack it back up again, and Teeters is going to keep himself well out of harm's way right there. And yep, that's tire rub coming off that left rear tire, the bodywork getting into it. So here we go. Jeff Teeters setting the pace on him down the back straightaway. Joe Isabel. We'll see if he has something sneaky in store here for Teeters up front. Teeters looks stout, however. Although caution flag not going to help the cause. He brings the field to life. Isabel's right there looking down the inside. Here comes the challenge for the race lead on this restart. Teeters has got to find some velocity. He has plenty to spare, as does the number 10 car, Kenny Meadows. Out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. It is definitely the quick way around down turn number 1 and 2, but now a whole bunch of people. The secret is out as Meadows tight to the wall, rolling out turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. See if he's able to pick off the number 5 car right there, as we got to slow it on the front chute. 44 car is slow. Bill Lewis looking for the exit, and he'll find it. We'll stay green as the laps continue to dwindle. As Jeff Teeters rip-roaring his way down in turn number 1 and 2, builds up a little bit of a lead over the rest of the field as they follow along. Joe Isabel still running second on the field. Kenny Meadows looking around the outside, trying to pick up the number 3 spot from Josh May. May has basically rode around in the number 3 position for a lot of laps now. Could score himself, well, still in the number 3 spot with some company. Down turn number 1 and 2, watch this, looking around the outside. Here comes Meadows, challenge for a podium finish, and he's got it down the back straightaway. May has got to find another gear in the 99 car. So white flag comes out up front for Jeff Teeters. Final trip around Bubba Raceway Park for the 23T car. Looking for victory lane here on night number 2, and at this point in time, he can push into clutch and coast that baby around, as he's got him covered. Out of turn number 4, Teeters picks up the win here on night number 2. Second and third still very much up for grabs. Joe Isabel finished out in the second spot. Josh May hangs on for third for the Billstein Mod Lite Stars, presented by NXS Motorsports. The triple nickel officially at a close. So Jeff Teeters making his way down here to victory lane.